Hey, what's going on guys? Uptesh here. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been some time now. I had taken a break and I got myself an iQOO 13 and I've been posting content on this. I've been playing around with this a bit too much and I've been posting content on this on my second channel, TechStation 365. So check it out if you haven't already. But anyways, I am back and guys, such a good news. I mean, it made me so happy. Just saw this a couple of days ago. Intel's Arc B580 has been a resounding success. Thank God. I mean, who would have believed this? A good product, well priced, and it's selling out? I mean, what world are we living in, man? Anyways, jokes aside, the Arc B580 has been a resounding success. It's been selling out, and demand is outstripping supply, and restocks are supposed to come. And I know some people will say the stocks were less to begin with, but just the fact that they're selling out. If you remember Intel's first generation graphics cards, they were a good attempt, but they were riddled with bugs and they did not make a single mark, a single dent in the GPU market. And they were basically wiped away. Like they had like less than 1% market share. So Intel's Arc B580 has been a resounding success, and it is so good to see. I mean, guys, the GPU market in the PC side has been just ridiculous. Like Nvidia's monopoly has reached such heights that like it's almost impossible to expect a reasonably priced product, which will have some kind of which will have good value for money and will have a long lifespan. Like the products coming out of Nvidia's and even AMD's production, like it's almost like a dystopian world. Like either they will be extremely expensive, they will be capable, or they will be extremely expensive, okay, or they will be cheaper but they will have like severely cut down specifications and like low amounts of VRAM. I mean, Intel's Nvidia's RTX 4060 is a prime example. Like it's a capable card, but just with 8 GB of VRAM, we are seeing new games coming out and they are like performing really poorly just because of the VRAM limitation. But here is Intel with the Arc B580 with 12 GB of VRAM and good all-round performance. It is just so good, so refreshing to see. I mean, I'm praying Intel stocks come up and they just keep selling out, and Intel is like, I really want Intel to get back on the map, especially in the GPU market. The GPU market is just insane. Like for the regular buyer, like for the mid-range consumer, the market is just disgusting, honestly. The laptop market is even worse, but I'll talk about that in another video. I mean, just take a look at these, the GPU benchmarks. It's crazy. Like Arc B580, apart from a couple of hitches here and there, it's significantly faster than an RTX 4060, which is also a significantly more expensive card than the Arc B580. I mean, it's faster than a 7600 XT, especially in 1440p. Just look at this. I mean, in Plectel Requiem, the Arc B580 is again on par with the RTX 4060 Ti. At 1440p, it's even closer. I mean, that's crazy. Look at Cyberpunk, Phantom Liberty, significantly faster than RTX 4060. It's 78 FPS versus 90 FPS on the in the Arc B580. Even bigger difference at 1440p, 49 FPS versus 63 FPS. That's an insanely big difference. I mean, same thing in Dying Light. Moving on, there are a couple of hiccups here and there. Like we have got Dragon Age Wheel Guard, where the RTX 4060 is significantly better than the Arc B580, 52 FPS versus 61 FPS. So there are a couple of hiccups here and there. It's not perfect, but again, you can see right at 1440p the Arc B580 comes back. Look at this, Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered, 1080p, very high quality. The Arc B580 at 152 FPS, right on par with an RTX 4060 Ti, whereas the RTX 4060 is lingering down at 90 FPS. 90 FPS versus 152 FPS. Just it's like a multiple generational difference between the Arc B580 and the RTX 4060. Again, there's a small hiccup with the Hogwarts Legacy where it is not as good. I mean, it's just on par with an RTX 4060 at 1080p. Whereas at 1440p, again, the Arc B580 is better than 4060. Once again, we have another blip, in Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2, where the Arc B580 falls behind the RTX 4060 by a significant margin. But yeah, again, comes back at 1440p. You can see at 1440p the Arc B580 is better than RTX 4060. Again, this is the VRAM limitation that we're talking about. Last of Us Part 1, again, good performance with the Arc B580. Star Wars Outlaws is a bit of a, again, a mixed bag. Here the Arc B580 is a bit better than RTX 4060, but significantly behind the RTX 4060 Ti, which is generally not the case. In Starfield, the RTX 4060 is significantly better than the Arc B580. Again, this is one of those rare, shortcomings. But overall, when you see the 12 game average, the Arc B580 is significantly better than the RTX 4060 at 1080p, and at 1440p the gap increases. But again, as you saw, it was, if you remove a few of those games like Dragon Age Veilguard, Star Wars Outlaws, and Starfield, you can see the RTX, then the Intel Arc B580 will be significantly better, even better. Like, it will be close to an RTX 4060 Ti basically. So in terms of gaming performance, the Intel Arc B580 has proven itself. Like, even game compatibility has improved by leaps and bounds. Like, Hardware Unbox, I think, has a whole list of has a track record where they have tested multiple games, even older games, to see what kind of potential issues are there. And even the Intel Arc A series, the previous generation, has improved by a lot. So drivers are just rapidly improving, guys. So this is fantastic performance. However, what the real danger is that Intel may actually eclipse AMD. In my opinion, it's AMD who is in danger compared to Nvidia. Nvidia has proprietary features and a bunch of advantages which you don't find with the Intel Arc series, but AMD, not so much. I mean, let's take a look at upscaling, right? Intel's XeSS upscaling using their XMX AI engine is significantly better than FSR 3.1. Significantly better. Okay, and also even the DP4A fallback layer, which everybody can use in the GPUs, is also better than FSR in terms of quality. Okay, and in terms of if you're using the actual AI-based XMX units, it's even better. The difference between upscaling techniques between FSR and XeSS is significant. XeSS is actually, it can close in on DLSS at times, but basically it's significantly better than FSR. Also, in terms of ray tracing, the Intel Arc B580 is significantly better than the equivalent Radeon RX 7600 XT. Significantly better. Even if I remember correctly, even the Intel Arc, the previous generation, the A series, was better than AMD's ray tracing performance. So in terms of gaming performance, Intel, I believe, is technologically more advanced than AMD at the moment, both in terms of actual performance as well as feature set. All right, the even better thing about the Intel Arc B580 is its content creation performance, which is just fantastic. Just check out these numbers, guys. Let me show you some benchmarks over here. I want to show you the long GOP score. So this is the long GOP score. So basically, those people who are dealing with HEVC or H265 codecs, especially H265 422, which is an incredibly difficult codec to decode and encode. And this is where the Intel Arc B580 is just amazing. Look at the score, 107, even better than an RTX 4070, which is a $600 GPU, right? Even the GPU effects, it's better than RTX 4060 Ti. So once again, just fantastic productivity performance from the Intel Arc B580. Then moving on to the Fusion score, the Fusion score, the B580 falls slightly behind the RTX 4060 and 4060 Ti. However, again, it's on par, I would say. This is a small difference over here. So even in Premiere Pro, check out this long GOP score. Not as good as the RTX 4070. It can also be because Premiere is not really that much, it doesn't utilize the GPU as much as Resolve. So that may be one thing. But again, there we go. better than an RTX 4060 Ti and better than an RTX 4060 in long GOP. Moving on to GPU scores, again the GPU effect score, it's on par with an RTX 4060 Ti, significantly better than a GeForce RTX 4060. Lightroom Classic, again this is a program which doesn't really utilize the GPU all that much, but even then the Arc B580 is significantly better than an RTX 4060 Ti in terms of export. So yep, once again, fantastic performance. We've got Adobe After Effects, where again the Arc B580 in terms of GPU score just better than an RTX 4060 Ti, which is just great to see, man. Overall guys, in terms of content creation, the Intel Arc B580 really smashes it. I mean, it can only improve from here on as more and more software is updated to support these graphics cards better. But you know, in terms of production, like already AMD is significantly worse than Nvidia, and here is Intel, which is on par or better than Nvidia, you know, trading blows with Nvidia in all these benchmarks. Nvidia has some advantages, but AMD, I don't know what AMD has in store. Like if Intel can keep up their releases, their stocks, and just continue selling out, it'll be a problem for AMD for sure. So overall guys, great to see this performance from Intel. I hope Intel really continues this performance, come up with even more graphics card, and I would love to see these Intel Arc B580 graphics in laptops as dedicated graphics. That would be amazing, because the laptop market is even suffering like worse than the desktop market. There's barely any choice other than Nvidia in the laptop market, and it's just insane in the laptop market. So yeah, that's it for this video guys. Thank you so much for watching. Do let me know if you're planning to purchase an Intel Arc B580. I haven't seen this in India. I have to check whether B580 is available in India or not. But yeah, it would be great to see the B580 in India, especially if it is costing around, you know, let's say 25 to 26,000, 27,000 rupees. It would be a great choice with 12 gigabytes of VRAM. So yeah. That's it for this video guys. Thank you so much for watching. More content to come, so please consider subscribing and turning on notifications. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.